Good morning, children. Welcome back to the online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Vattagara.
Dear children, good morning. I hope all of you are fine. Okay, today's thought. Practice kindness all day to everybody, and you will realize you are already in heaven now. Okay, now we can continue our lesson. Did you remember what did we discuss in the previous class? The previous class we completed the history lesson, Women, Caste and Reform. I hope all of you completed the notes and studied. And today I am going to start a new lesson from politics. Do you remember what is the first lesson we discussed in the politics? Yes, the Indian Constitution. In that lesson, we discussed what are the three organs of the government: legislature, executive and judiciary. Legislature, it's a law-making body. Executive, implementing the laws, and judiciary, maintaining the law. And judiciary, it's an important for maintaining the law and the smooth functioning of a democracy. And today we can study detail about this judiciary. Then the subtopics that are functions of the judiciary. What are the main functions of the judiciary? And why do we need an independent judiciary? And what are the structure of courts in India? That we can study today's class. Then first of all, what is the role of the judiciary, or what are the functions of the judiciary? Then already we discussed that judiciary, it is necessary for maintaining the peace as well as for the smooth functioning of democracy. And the most important function of the judiciary, that is dispute resolution. If there will be any dispute between the two citizens, or between the citizens and the government, or between the two states government, or the center government and the state government, then that time the resolution taken by the judiciary. Clear? If there is a dispute between the two citizens or the two state government, or between the citizens and the government and the center and the state government, resolution taken by the judiciary. And the second function of the judiciary, that is judicial review. What is the judicial review? The judiciary has the power to strike down the particular laws passed by the parliament, if it believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of the constitution. That is called judicial review. Then if the legislature passed one law, or the parliament passed one law, and if it is against the constitution, that time judiciary has the power to cancel this law. That is called judicial review. And the third function of the judiciary, that is upholding the law and enforcing the fundamental rights. Every citizen of India, they can approach the Supreme Court or the High Court or the local court if they believe that their fundamental rights have been violated. Listen, then Article 21, which provides every citizen of India, they have the right to life, including the right to health. Then next we can discuss, why do we need an independent judiciary? Listen, an independent judiciary, that is very important for the smooth functioning of democracy. Then first of all, the other branches of the government or organs of the government, like legislature and the executive, they cannot interfere in the work of the judiciary. Listen, the courts are not under the government and do not work on behalf of the government. It is an independent body. Second point, why do we need the independent judiciary? Independence of the judiciary, that allows the courts to play a central role in ensuring that there is no misuse of power by the legislature and executive. Listen, Then once again, independence of the judiciary that allows the courts to play a central role for what? For ensuring that there is no misuse of power by legislature or executive. And the third, that is, it also plays a crucial role in protecting the fundamental rights of the citizens. And the fourth point, the judges in the High Court and the Supreme Court, they are appointed without any interference. Listen, there is no interference by any political party or ruling party or government. Listen, they are appointing in an independent manner. Once they appointed, it is very difficult for to remove them from this post. Clear? Yes. Then the next part we can discuss the structure of courts in India. All of you know that. Then we are having 3 levels of courts. Listen, the first district court. Listen, and the second one, the High Court, and the last year, the Supreme Court. Listen, then 3 levels or the different levels of courts in our country. Then our Supreme Court, it was established on 26th January 1950. Do you remember the importance of this year? Yes, India became a republic, or our constitution came into force on 26th January 1950. The same day our Supreme Court also established. Listen, at present, the Supreme Court that is situating at Maratha Road in New Delhi. From 1958 onward, our Supreme Court that is working here. Listen, and then next another court, the High Courts. There are 25 High Courts in our country. Listen, besides that, we are having many local courts, the district or the town courts like that. Then first, the district court. There are several courts at the lower level. Most people, they interact with this subordinate or district court. If any problems for the people, first of all, they are approaching the district court or the low level courts. Listen, then they are at the district or tehsil or town level, and they heard many kinds of or many cases. And each state is divided into district, and that is presided by a district judge. Next, High Court. Each state has a High Court. Listen, and the highest court of that particular state. But some of the states, they don't have the High Court. Instead of that, there's 2 states having 1 High Court. That is why we are having 25 High Courts in India. And the Chief Justice of the High Court is appointed by the President with the consultation of the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and the Governor. Next, the Supreme Court, that I already informed that was established on 26th January 1950. And the Supreme Court is located in New Delhi and presided over by the Chief Justice of India. Do you know who is the present Chief Justice? I hope all of you know that. Okay? Then please find out that who is the present Chief Justice of India. Listen, if you don't know that, next class I will inform you that. This is a activity for you. Okay? Then the decision made by the Supreme Court are binding on all other courts in India. Now, we are having an integrated judicial system. What is meant by integrated judicial system? Listen, as per this, the decision made by high courts or the lower courts are the decision made by the high courts are binding on the lower courts. Listen, then this integration is possible through appellate system. What is that appellate system? A person can appeal to a high court if they believe that the judgment passed by the lower court is not just. Listen, the person, if they believing that the judgment made by the lower court is not just, they can approach the high court and then to the Supreme Court. One example there. Then in 1985, there was a case filed between the Delhi administration as well as the Lakshman Kumar and others. What happened there? Lakshman Kumar, he married Sudha Goyal. Then on February 1980. And after that, on 2nd December 1980, she died in hospital due to burn. Then her family members, they filed a case against her death. Okay, then the lower court, they called the neighbors as witness, and then after that they found Lishman Kumar. Then he poured kerosene oil on his wife, and his mother-in-law lit the fire. By hearing this, then the court, they gave sentence to death to these members. But against this, what did they do? Lishman and his family members, they approached the High Court. Listen, and the High Court, then they studied about this case, and they told that then that was accidentally happened when the fire that was occurred when she was burning the kerosene stove, and they did not give any punishment to this. Then at this time, what did Sudha's family members do? Her parents, they approached the Supreme Court, and then finally the Supreme Court, they found the mistake made by Lishman and his mother-in-law. Listen, so they got the punishment. Clear? Did you understand? I hope all of you understood. And what did we learn today? The first we discussed what is the judiciary and what are the functions of judiciary. That is dispute resolution, judicial review, upholding the law and enforcing the fundamental rights. And we discussed why do we need an independent judiciary. We need an independent judiciary. Listen, that is for the separation of powers as well as for the appointment of the judges and no misuse of power by anyone. Then we discuss the structure of the court in India. Listen, we are having the 3 levels of court, the Supreme Court, High Court and the local court. I hope all of you understood. If any doubt will be there, dear children, please contact me and clear that doubt. And the remaining part we can discuss in the next class. Okay? Don't forget to read the textbook, watch the video and prepare the notes. Okay? Thank you.